Basically what I did, went to Peru and I did a survival camp. Now a survival camp is where we were put in the middle of the Amazon jungle for 4 days and told to survive. And they gave us like a day's worth of training. Okay, they gave us a day's worth of training. So they taught us what type of fruit, berries, leaves we can eat, vegetables that we're eating, how to catch small animals, what to do if we get bitten by insects and stuff. You know, the whole sort of biting in, sucking the venom out, spitting it out, all that sort of stuff. We got bags full of all the stuff we needed to take on this survival track. So we'd got some biscuits, we'd got some bread, we'd got some sandwiches, we'd got some suntan lotion, we'd got some water, we'd got everything you'd need for a survival camp, right? And the company took our bags off us and said, you're not allowed that, which was a bit concerning because as soon as I was there, I was in an environment I'd never really been in before. I'd had like 1 day's training, wasn't too sure on what needed to happen. Shelter, that's a massive thing, isn't it? So like the next thing, once we'd sorted the water out, we'd got a campfire to help with the water, so we had to build a shelter around the campfire. Where our first activity comes from today, because we're going to try and put you into the sort of same context where you are out of your comfort zone and putting your hands where you possibly don't like them to be.
Open the flap and see.
Don't look.
Don't look.
Wait. Don't look. Stop looking.
It's just some hair. Okay. You have to be strong. I can't do it. This feels disgusting.
Put your hands in a box that you had no idea what was in there. Right? No idea what was in there. So you had to sort of take a leap of faith. Bit of pipe cleaner I put together to make it look like a spider, feel like a spider. The only problem is it didn't move like a spider. A snake. You were asking about snakes. This is day 3 of the 4 days survival camp. Day 3, right? A snake appears about there, right? And you can understand how badly I'm thinking at this point. I'm not really in control of what's going on. Okay, nowhere near in control of what's going on. And instead of going, snake, best move, right? I turn to Roger, the guide, and goes, Roger, how much eating's on that? And he goes, on that one, quite a bit. Shall we catch it? So Lauren, my friend Lauren, she gets her stick with finds a little stick with like a V on, like that. Managed to catch its head. Stick's about there on its head, so I put my hand there, so I'm about to cut its head off like that. Just as I'm about to cut its head off like that, right? She lifts the stick up. Right, so this snake goes, I'm flying around like that. Right, desperately trying to hold the snake, and it manages to bite me. Right, and you'll see how big the head is in a minute where you see the two teeth went in. Yeah, just there. See how big the head was? About that big.